Next weekend, Australia will see a racehorse clearance sale like no other. The former mining magnate Nathan Tinkler is selling off his remaining 500-odd thoroughbreds in an unreserved auction on the Gold Coast. Steeped in debt, the man who was once a billionaire will also offload his remaining Patinack farm properties, ending his racing empire. Karen Tan reports.
Yeah, she's lovely. That should run.
During a brief visit to his Patinack farm, Nathan Tinkler is casting a hopeful eye over his prized racing stock. He exploded onto the thoroughbred racing scene 6 years ago.
And suddenly he spent 50, 60, 70 million on yearlings. And no one's ever done this before. Like, who is this bloke?
Now his love affair with the turf is ending even more dramatically with the sale of his entire racing empire.
Probably should have been sold 18 months ago. Had a couple of buyers that have defaulted, and that sort of led to this.
All 560 of his horses will go under the hammer next week.
It's very hard to look back and say I regret getting involved. You know, I'm disappointed with how sort of racing sort of tarnished my reputation and so forth, but you know, I think the people that are close to me know the reality of that, and that's what means more to me than the fish and chip wrappers.
This is the imported Irish stallion Lope de Vega. He's one of 4 stallions on offer at the upcoming historic sale. There's also broodmares and foals, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, as well as some prize performers on the track.
Probably a headliner would be a horse called Hooked that won the Cameron Handicap, a Group 3 race during this past week.
Nathan Tinkler has a lot of debt, owing some $42 million to the retail giant Gerry Harvey alone. The sale of his Patinack empire should settle that.
They've got some very good quality broodmares in particular, and I think they'll be the jewel of the sale.
He owes me some money, and I've got the first charge over his horses and his properties, so he has to repay that money.
You know, Gerry would probably say my first mistake was not listening to him, and I'd probably say my first mistake was getting involved.
The racing industry is glad he did, as the GFC had seen racing investment dry up.
It's been sad to see him leave. He's made an impact in the short period of time that he has been involved in the industry.
All the properties of Patinack Farm will be auctioned off during the next few weeks.
These properties represent some of the finest thoroughbred breeding and training facilities in the world today.
The bloodlines of previous ownership of Patinack stud here at Sandy Hollow in the Hunter Valley are also from blue blood racing stock. Colin Hayes and Robert Sangster owned the property in the 1980s.
The properties are all first class, and you know, if anybody wanted to build a racing and breeding establishment like this, it would cost them you know, just having that sort of stock and properties and so forth available would be tough to find. So you know, it's a sort of once in a lifetime opportunity, I suppose.
Now you should exit and get on with your life and do things that you're good at, and then make a lot more money and then come back into the horse business if you want to.
The former electrician's fall from grace has seen him front the ICAC over corruption allegations, with the findings due before Christmas.
Nobody ever knows what the future holds, but you know, no prizes for giving up or being weak-minded. So you know, I'm confident in my ability, and I know my market pretty well, so or a fair bit better than I know the market in horses and football teams anyway.
Karen Tan, ABC News.